In a shocking turn of events that no one saw coming, the unthinkable happened right on live television. Spice, one of the most popular and outspoken dancehall stars in the world, lost control, and what followed was nothing short of chaotic. But what could have caused this wild outburst? And why did it happen on live TV, in front of millions of viewers? This was supposed to be a fun-filled, lighthearted interview. Spice, known for her fiery personality and unapologetic attitude, was chatting with fellow reality TV star and musician Karlie Redd. The two were expected to talk about their careers, their music, and maybe even a few personal stories. But little did anyone know, behind the smiles and rehearsed responses, tensions were building between these two women. Spice, the queen of dancehall, had always been known for her sharp tongue and fierce opinions. But what caused her to snap like this? I just think the whole world is watching. Spice, you've been going through a lot lately, and your fans just want you to focus on your music. Don't you think it's time to let go of all the drama? At first, Spice was calm, but Karlie Redd's words seemed to strike a nerve. Spice had recently been embroiled in controversy, and Karlie's comment about letting go of the drama was just the spark she needed. Spice's reaction was swift and explosive. Out of nowhere, Spice leaped from her seat, her eyes blazing with anger. She was no longer the composed artist we all knew. She was something else, something wild. In a split second, Spice lunged at Karlie, pushing her into her seat and sending papers flying everywhere. The audience erupted in gasp, and the host, caught completely off guard, froze in shock. It was chaos. Spice was on a rampage, throwing punches, and Karlie, who had never imagined anything like this would happen, tried to shield herself. The entire set descended into pandemonium. Security rushed to the stage, but it was clear the damage was done. Spice had crossed the line. It took a full team of security guards to separate the two women. Spice was dragged away, kicking and shouting, while Karlie Redd sat, stunned, trying to process what had just happened. But the worst was yet to come.
Rolling the camera on me, man!
I don't want to talk about Karlie. No one will ever understand. I don't think people will ever understand that every time I love a friend, they just betray me.
What has she done to betray you?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll leave her to pay
The show had to be cut short. The cameras were quickly turned off as police arrived on set. Spice, now in handcuffs, was arrested for assault and disturbing the peace. The once untouchable dancehall diva was being escorted off the premises, leaving behind a trail of broken chairs and shattered reputations. Spice has been arrested after an altercation on live television. Authorities are saying she attacked fellow TV personality Karlie Redd during a scheduled interview. The incident has stunned both fans and celebrities alike. Spice is now facing charges, and the consequences could be severe. But as the dust settled, the real questions began. What drove Spice to lash out like this? Was it a personal dispute, a long brewing tension finally boiling over? Or was there something else at play? I was pushed. I've had enough. People think they can talk to me any kind of way, but not today. I was disrespected, and I reacted. This is who I am. I'm real, and I'm not gonna let anyone try to control me or make me look weak. I didn't expect it to go that far. I was just trying to get through the interview. But at the end of the day, I'm okay. I'm a fighter. Spice needs to get help, and she knows it. While both women have their sides of the story, one thing is certain. The world will never look at Spice the same way again. The question on everyone's mind is what happens next. Can Spice rebuild her career after this shocking incident? Or will this be the end of the line for her?
What the hell just happened? Watch me, yo. I should never want to grab your back with your while I go back.
The live broadcast of After Hours Live was meant to be an exciting, yet typical episode featuring two of the most captivating figures in reality TV, Karlie Redd and Spice. As the camera scanned over the lively studio audience, the air buzzed with anticipation. The show's charming host, Jamal Stokes, made his entrance onto the stage, his radiant smile lighting up the room. "Good evening, everyone," he greeted. "Tonight, we've got a clash of the titans. Two queens who have reshaped reality TV and the music scene. Please join me in welcoming Karlie Redd and Spice." Karlie made her entrance first, radiating composed elegance. Her silver gown caught the stage lights, and her carefully practiced smile hid any trace of nervousness she might have felt. Moments later, Spice stormed onto the stage, her bold outfit and high-energy presence offering a sharp contrast. She waved playfully at the audience, her infectious charisma instantly taking control of the room. Jamal, always the skilled host, began the conversation with lighthearted remarks about their latest projects. For the first few minutes, the conversation was friendly, even fun. The two women exchanged compliments and shared private jokes, keeping the audience entertained. But as Jamal steered the discussion toward their well-known rivalry, the mood shifted. "We all know you two have had your differences over the years," Jamal said, leaning forward. "But tonight, I'd like to dig a little deeper. What's really going on between the two of you?" Karlie's smile faltered just a touch, her polished exterior cracking enough to show a sliver of tension. "Well, Jamal," she replied, her tone carefully measured. "It's no secret that Spice and I have had our challenges, but I've always believed in confronting issues head-on." Spice's eyes narrowed, her lips twisting into a smirk that never quite reached her eyes. "Confronting issues head-on," she said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. "That's rich coming from someone who thrives on stirring the pot." A collective gasp rippled through the audience, and the tension in the room became almost tangible.
Friends with a girl. The girl was fucking Justin. They didn't tell me, but I found out, okay? I'm not gonna tell you how I found out, but when I found out, I confronted Justin, I confronted the girl, confronted Karlie. You listening to the story, right? The girl used to come to my house to do my makeup. She used to come at my house all when Justin in at the house. Mind you, they used to have a relationship. When I confronted them said it was before me, so they didn't feel like, oh, I didn't tell me it's not no. Them stop talk, and I did before me, and them never feel like it was nothing because of this and because of that. I don't care if it was 100 BC. If you're gonna come to my home, when my man there, in my face, I do my face, you need to say that. Like,
Sensing the storm that was building, Jamal tried to step in as a mediator. "Ladies, let's keep it professional," he urged. "This is an opportunity for growth and understanding." But it was already too late. Karlie turned to face Spice directly, her calm exterior cracking to reveal visible frustration. "You want to talk about stirring the pot. You've been throwing shade for years, and I'm done letting it slide." Spice's smirk vanished, her face twisting into a glare. "Done letting it slide? Please, Karlie. You're the queen of playing the victim while throwing daggers behind everyone's back?" The argument intensified rapidly, their voices clashing in a heated exchange that Jamal struggled to control. The audience, once intrigued, began to shift uneasily in their seats. Then, in a shocking twist, Spice's anger finally hit its peak. She grabbed the glass of water in front of her and threw it across the table, drenching Karlie. The studio erupted into chaos. Karlie stood up quickly, gasping as water dripped from her hair and dress. "Are you serious right now?" she shouted, her voice shaking with a mix of anger and disbelief. Spice, unrepentant, also rose to her feet, her body language defiant. "You've been asking for this, Karlie. Don't act surprised." Security rushed onto the stage, while Jamal desperately tried to restore order. "Ladies, please, this is live television." But before anyone could intervene further, Spice took a step closer to Karlie, her gestures wild, her voice raised in fury. At that moment, one of the security guards grabbed her, pulling her back just as Karlie shouted, "You've crossed the line, Spice!" The broadcast quickly cut to an emergency commercial break, leaving viewers stunned and full of questions about what had just occurred. Backstage, the scene was no less chaotic. Producers scrambled to assess the situation, while Karlie, still soaked, demanded to speak with her legal team. Within minutes, the police arrived at the studio, responding to a call from the show's producers. Spice, still visibly upset but somewhat calmer, was escorted out of the building in handcuffs. The image of the reggae star being led away by law enforcement sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. The incident dominated the headlines the following morning. Social media platforms erupted with reactions, ranging from disbelief to outrage, even to dark humor. Fans passionately debated the ethics of airing such volatile encounters, while others eagerly picked apart every aspect of the altercation. Karlie, in a statement released by her publicist, condemned the attack and revealed her plans to press charges. "Violence has no place in any society, and I will not allow this incident to define my career," the statement read. Meanwhile, Spice's team offered a more restrained response, expressing regret over the incident but refraining from issuing an apology. "Emotions were high, and regrettable decisions were made," the statement said. "We request privacy as we move forward with the next steps." As the legal and public relations battles played out, both stars found themselves at the center of a cultural firestorm. For Karlie, the incident marked a turning point, a moment to stand her ground and demand accountability. For Spice, it served as a harsh reminder of the dangers of fame and the delicate balance between authenticity and recklessness. Weeks later, the footage of the confrontation continued to circulate, securing its place as one of the most talked about moments in reality TV history. And as both women moved forward on their respective journeys, one question remained: could either truly recover from the fallout of that explosive night? Only time will tell. Spice, arrested and out of control, has given us all something to talk about. But in the world of fame, redemption is never far behind, at least for some. What do you think happened? Was Spice justified in her outburst? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.